Cleveland Browns. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. picked up by Denzel Ward. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Dobbins. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
J.K. Dobbins.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
14. First down, Baltimore.
Here's Dobbins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. 3rd down here. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
27-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Browns 14, Ravens 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Runs over him. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Mayfield off the play fake. Caught left side. It's Baker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They give the Chubb out of the gun.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 41-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Mac Wilson.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On third down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Taking on the midfield logo. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Mayfield now. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mayfield's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Nick Chubb.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle here to Brown.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes in that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield now from the 50. And this will be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
The 28-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Ravens 10.
And this one is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Takitaki. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And out.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is fielded at the 27. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
The 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 32. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hand on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
To Mark Ingram.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied when he tried to get the 2nd one.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Check, check. Lucky. Run. Under 10. Kill. Check safety. Check 24. Safe.
They go with Chubb on second down. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
4 brings up 3rd and 1.
They run it again with Chubb, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Jamie Gillen now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, some strong running. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
3rd down.
Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jackson's pass.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I got